Good Monday morning. Well, last week we talked about faithful are the wounds of a friend, and that it's inside the context of relationship that we should offer reproof or correction. So I want to take that a step further if I can. What do we do if a brother is in active sin? And the Bible clearly gives us a directive, a guideline of how to handle a situation like that. And so I want us to look at that in Matthew 18. And I'm reading from the Weiss translation, which is like one of my favorite translations. As you can tell, I have just read it by the pool, and yeah, I've enjoyed this one. Matthew 18, beginning with verse 15. It says, "Moreover, if your brother should commit an act of sin, be going. Show him his sin with a view to convicting him of it and bringing about a confession between you and him alone." So there's a lot inside of this. First of all, he's your brother. You're not going out. This is a person who knows Jesus Christ. You're not going out and telling someone who's, not a professed believer, I'm going to correct you. They're not in relationship with Jesus Christ. This is a person who is your brother in Christ or sister in Christ, has relationship with Christ, but is living in sin. It says you need to be going. Don't dawdle. Don't wait around for the perfect time. Not that we don't use wisdom in a situation like that, but we need to be going. We need to make haste. Show him his sin. Talk to him. Tell him what you know. Tell him what you see. Give him the opportunity to converse with you, to dialogue with you about it. But you want to handle his heart with a way to bring conviction. You don't want to dagger his heart into, but you want to speak truth. Because you want to bring about a confession between you and him alone. So this is between the two of you. You don't go and figure it all out with your other friends first. You go to the person in private to try to keep it contained between the two of you. If he hears you, you won your brother over. There is a difference in just really hearing someone and just listening. Really hearing someone means you hear their heart. You hear truth. You want to make a change if needed. You're really hearing them. But if he does not hear you, so then if that didn't work, take with you one or two besides, that would be brothers, in order that upon the basis of the mouth of two witnesses or three, every word may be established. That way, somebody's not going to go outside and misrepresent it, say it a different way. And you have two other brothers who love this brother with you. And speak truth and say, this is not what God has for you. God has better for you than this. You know this. The word tells you this. This is destructive behavior. And then if they won't listen, and if he is unwilling to hear them, tell the assembly. This says the entire congregation. And if he is also unwilling to hear the assembly, let him be to you as the pagan, Gentile, and the tax collector. And I would even say go to a pastor. Bring a pastor in on the situation. And then it says bring it to the church. And if he is also unwilling to hear the assembly, or if he's unwilling to submit to the authority of the church and still keeps on sinning, then let him be to you as the pagan Gentile and the tax collector. It means then at that point separate relationship. And that's hard to hear, and trust me, that is a last resort. But you do it so that his soul will be saved, because Proverbs 29:1 says this: he who is often reproved, so this is a person who is often reproved, yet continues to stiffen their neck, will suddenly be broken beyond healing. So there is such a danger when we get into a sin pattern as a believer and we refuse to listen when God offers us a lifeboat and a tugboat and a rowboat and a cruise ship, and we're still not willing to listen, it can lead to our very death and make us broken beyond healing. Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but there is a right way, there is a biblical way in which to handle ongoing sin patterns in the life of a believer in order to save them where they will not be broken beyond.